Today I want to talk about Webtoon comics. As you guys know, I'm still currently working on the next issue, which will be that Jesus the Asshole comic strip.
Discover Creator Care. Here we're going to show you how to take advantage of the thousands of readers who come to Webtoon, how to monetize your Webtoon, and even how to refine your craft.
Today I didn't really want to go into the process, but I kind of want to talk about some of the things that I was thinking about. Obviously, the concept, the idea, as I showed in prior videos, is something that I've had since the beginning of Feral Publications. So since 2015, I've wanted to make this comedy comic book strip about Jesus the Asshole, kind of just talking down to Christians and really talking down to a lot of people who assume themselves to be morally and ethically above or superior than other folks, and just kind of showing how that's incorrect, and through humor, so that we can all get along in the end. Then I did my version of the comic strip, and what I saw with just a quick side quest that I did was that I had fun doing it. It prompted more ideas in my mind, and I saw that the community responded well. It was at that point that I said, you know what, if it's something that I want to make and it's something you guys want to read, why not make it? And one of the things that I also decided on doing that's a little different than I normally do is that I do plan to share this strip. And at first I said, on all the channels that I shared it, I'm just gonna share it more, right? So on TikTok, I had it so that you can scroll and read the comic strip. Instagram, I think on YouTube Shorts, I did like a short form video. I put it on Reddit and other things. And I realized, like, why not do Webtoons? It was something that I've never really done, and I don't plan to do very much of it. But for the Jesus the Asshole, like I said, I want to do... Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. And obviously, once I finish the issue, I'm going to work on, like, what that's going to look like. But something like, you know, Feral Publications Sunday Sermon, or like Feral Publications Sunday Mass, something of the sort. And every Sunday, I want to, like, disseminate one comic strip from the Jesus the Asshole series everywhere. And the idea is, like, I'm going to do this, like, moving forward until the book is bound together, and in that way I can also, like, kind of promote it, and also people can kind of see whether or not this humor is for them, because some of these jokes, they're pretty rough, right? Like I mentioned that Charlie Kirk joke in the beginning because I wanted to get, like, the worst joke out there, but that's the worst joke in this issue. That's not gonna be the worst joke I ever make. I kind of want people to know, like, if you're a little sensitive about these kind of topics, maybe bypass this, right? I would hate for someone to purchase the book and be like, oh shit, like, this is too much for me. So that way, like, all the cards are on the table, right? Like, I'm not hiding anything, everything is disclosed, and if that sounds like it's something for you, then pick that up. But never been on Webtoon, so definitely there's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve, but I like learning, I like figuring things out, and I also like dabbling with different platforms and just peeping out the UX design and different websites and all that stuff. I find it fun, I find it interesting, right? Not only that, but, like, doing the homework is also, like, I'm gonna read a lot of comics. This all came about because I was reading an article about how there was more what they call gag comics on Webtoons than people think, and it's true, because for the most part my limited scope of Webtoons was that, like, heavily manga influenced, slice of life, but, like, more like of a romantic kind of variation. I think of Webtoons, I think of, like, romantic comics, and that just might be my own personal blind spots. But, like, I like gags, I like gag comics. Actually, the only reason why I go on Instagram is to read a bunch of comic strips that are done by artists that I like. Now I'm starting to realize that some of them are also on Webtoons, and, like, there's probably a lot more different comics, stories, gags, and things like that are on Webtoons. Now, I might try out Webtoons and fucking hate it. Like, that's a legitimate, real possibility. But I'm willing to try it out. And like I said, because the idea is to do this, like, one upload every Sunday of, like, a Jesus the Asshole comic strip, it's like, why not also include Webtoons into that? And if you guys know of any other platforms where people kind of show up to read comics, maybe I'll peep them out as well, and do that through, like, Jesus the Asshole, and we can review, you know, the different, like, UX design and the different functionalities, right? And, like, even show how each platform differs in uploading the comic strips. I think that's something that I do want to do, because as a cartoonist, like, I need to get the art to everyone as much as I can, And these kind of times, like, I don't want to price anyone out of comics, and the best way of doing that is like by having a free version of some comics. So I definitely still believe in like the printed matter, and so some of the zines will only be in print. But nonetheless, like, it doesn't hurt to have some free versions of my art out there for people to just pick up, read, laugh, giggle, fucking fart while they laugh. I don't know. But like, just to have, you know, that available for folks, so that way I'm not pricing anyone out of art, because some of my art is just straight up free for folks, you know. And that's the plan, man. If you guys have any helpful hints, tips, tricks of the trade in regards to like webcomics, please let me know. And if you guys know of any platforms that I should be on, shoot that my way as well. Beyond that, you guys, I'm gonna keep, you know, chipping away at the next issue. This shit is fire. It's funny. I keep refining certain things, but like, it's coming together hella good, man. I can't wait for you guys to read this. All right, you guys. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Lights.